right. That's what mind you be. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Peace and abundance. Peace and abundance. Black women unprotected. Question mark, question mark, question mark. You know what I mean? I know that's a great topic. I know it's been a huge topic of discussion all these centuries and decades and years. So, let's go ahead and do a little bust down. For future reference and for present reference. You feel what I'm saying? So, just hang in there real quick. Let me go ahead and share it around, and I'll be back. All right? That's what I need. Okay. We back. Cosmic Mind UV. We gonna cover this controversial topic of unprotected black women. Hold on for a second. Okay, let's get it, y'all. Here we go. The unprotected black woman. Are black women unprotected, and why? Yes, many black women in the US and globally are often described as quote unquote unprotected, emotionally, socially, and even physically. This issue is rooted in a complex web of historical, systemic, cultural, and interpersonal factors. Here's a breakdown. Historical roots of neglect and exploitation. Legacy of slavery. Black women were exploited during slavery, used for labor, breeding, and abuse without protection from either the legal system or society. Stereotypes created. Myths like quote unquote strong black women, end quote, the quote unquote Jezebel, end quote, and the mammy, quote unquote, were created to justify mistreatment and strip black women of vulnerability or the right to care. Okay, let's see. The quote unquote strong black woman stereotype, not judgment, but stereotype. This image promotes independence and resilience. However, can be damaging. As it often makes people believe, and not know, but believe black women don't need help or support. All right. Many black women, and this is why a lot of black women aren't getting support, because, you know what I'm saying, if they've been doing that strong independence resilient thing for a minute, people start thinking you don't need no help, and they just, they let you have it on your own. You hear me? Many black women internalize this, feeling pressure to endure suffering without complaint, which can lead to neglect by partners, families, communities, and institutions. All right. Number 3, lack of institutional protection. Healthcare. Black women are more likely to die in childbirth or be ignored by doctors. See, I don't even think black women are even aware of this. I don't even think. Do you hear that? Black women are more likely to die in childbirth. That statement alone should make you be careful and make you see how precious your yoni and your body is and your temple is, and that alone should just make you be careful on who you're doing the do with, or who you doing whatever you're doing with, and especially whoever you creating children with, fam. You know what I'm saying? So this is why this is another reason why all of that body count and hookup culture and fucking recklessly shit is crazy. It says black women are more likely to die in childbirth or be ignored by doctors, law enforcement. Cases of missing or murdered black women often receive less media or police attention than those involving white women or European women. Workplace discrimination. Black women often face a double burden of racism and sexism, yet are underrepresented in leadership roles. So that's why I was figuring out, like, what does these degrees all really mean? You got the most degrees, but I don't know what it. What does it really all mean? In the grand scheme of what's going on. You know what I mean? So anyway, number 4, community gender tensions. Some black women express feeling unprotected even by black men, citing issues like lack of advocacy, disrespect, or being blamed for social problems. Black men in turn may struggle with their own trauma and marginalization, which complicates relationships and sometimes leads to fractured solidarity. Media and cultural messaging. I'm gonna do a live on this after this show, so y'all meet me on my Facebook, or make sure you share this when you see this, or put your notifications on, and make sure you support the show. Media and cultural messaging. Music, TV, social media, sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, normalize the disrespect and exploitation of black women or ignore their suffering. So I know a lot of times people highlight like the male rappers or these dudes. However, it's almost like a yin and yang equality, because we always say we want equality, right? That's what a lot of women been yelling for all these centuries back in the day. So we have to equally assess, a lot of these girl rappers, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of women are co-signing as well. You see, because when you say you want equal, you got to get equal responsibility, equal accountability. See, everybody want equal until it's time to pass the blame around on this bitch, and it can pass accountability around. Now everybody don't want to be equal. That's some crazy ass shit to me, baby. Motherfuckers want equality conveniently. Anyway, their contributions are often appreciated or commodified, while their plan is minimized. Economic disparity. Black women are among the most educated demographics, however, still earn less. Hold on, let's go back. God damn. Oh, the pimping is so goddamn cold. It done took over your goddamn soul. Do you hear what I say? The pimping is so goddamn cold, baby. It done took over your fucking soul. You hear what I said? They done hyped your ass up to go get all these goddamn degrees. And what he say? Most educated demographic, but it say the most. That means y'all doing great at getting the degrees. However, still earn less than European men and women and black men. Hold on. Wait. Oh man, what is it all good? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. God damn. That was some good ass pimping. You can't even be mad at the type of advanced pimping this is right here. Hype you up to go get all these degrees, go into debt, go against your man, you know what I mean? Use the fact you got the bag, some of y'all, to not empower the men you with, but you running the bag back to other people, other groups, So it's just something else, man. It says black women are among the most educated demographics, but however still earn less than who is it? European men is first. So when you be running over there that's why I don't be overstanding. Why you not infiltrating the institutions and running that bag back to empower your men? I don't understand. See, this is what that competition syndrome. See, competition syndrome, how you fucked. You see, competition syndrome. It say, however, you still earn less than European men. Then you want to go run the European men. Look, so they could chop your body up or some shit. You hear me? Then he said you earn less than European women too. Huh? And black men. So I'm just trying to figure out what is this shit all for? What has been this last 20, 30 years of going to get these goddamn degrees? And I asked that question yesterday. How has women being the most educated helped black people overall? I don't see no black women commenting. But y'all can comment about poly and monogamy and shit. You can't comment about this other shit. Boy, I tell you, y'all are simpletons. Anyway, that's why black men be laughing at you when you be talking about a bag. And these other groups be laughing at you too. This shit be crazy. Motherfucker better know these facts and stop goddamn going on these beliefs, nigga. You know what I mean? That shit'll help you see the light. Many carry financial burdens for extended families, single parenting, and caregiving without institutional or community support. Even from their own sisters a lot of times, ain't it? So look, check it out. Black women are often unprotected due to a legacy of systemic oppression, harmful cultural narratives, gender racism, social and economic neglect, and lack of reciprocal protection in both personal and public spheres. How have black women contributed to this narrative? Black women have contributed to the quote-unquote unprotected narrative both intentionally and unintentionally in several ways. It's important to understand this not as victim blaming, however, as a deeper look at a eternalized survival strategies and societal pressures shape behavior and perception. That's what I say. Anyway, come on, stay on topic, Cosmo. Here's how black women have at times contributed to the narrative of being unprotected. Number one, embracing the quote-unquote strong black woman image. That's a choice. That's all the choice now. Ain't nobody make you do it. So, okay, why it happens? Many black women embrace strength and independence and emotional resilience as a survival tool. It's a badge of honor rooted in centuries of struggle and self-reliance. The downside, while empowering in some ways, this image often leads others, including family, partners, and systems, to believe, not know, that they don't need help. See, that's what I'm saying. So you damn near contributing to your own fuck ass downfall. God damn. Stuck on stupid goddamn, and you contributed to your own shit, a lot of motherfuckers. Ain't this something? I told you it's the Big Mama Syndrome. I told y'all that shit. I call it the Big Mama Syndrome. You know what I mean? You know, you want to move mountains, move valleys, move the world and shit. You just gonna do it all yourself. You hear me? So, hey. Now look, it say the downside, while it is empowering, you know, that's the surface level. It is empowering. This image often leads though. See, so when it says leads, that means what are the long-term effects of you, them, they, those, right? With the strength and independence and emotional resilience. So what are the long-term effects of it though? It says, including family, partners, and systems, to believe, that leads them to believe that y'all, black women or indigenous copper-toned, the original women, don't need help, protection, or emotional care. So that alpha woman, that's why you don't feel protected. Because I'm trying to tell you, because you took on a persona of a man. I keep telling your ass that. That's why men out here goddamn mentally fucked up and all that shit, because we the ones don't usually get no goddamn help. Women usually always get all the goddamn help. Huh? And then other women hype that shit up too. Yeah, independence. Yeah, girl, you don't need it. Yeah. Yeah. Woo. I told y'all. The women that started the what was the name of that stupid ass movement? The LGBT, They was a group of white women that was unattractive as fuck. And y'all melanin women shouldn't even have been even fuck with that goofy ass shit. That was for European women. Ah, damn. Boy, I tell you, you got to stop being weak-minded, baby. You got, and I'm not talking about women now. I'm talking about women that was back then, the 70s and 60s. They had that was our grandmothers, and they was so a lot of them, not all of them, but it was the vast majority. They was so goddamn weak-minded, getting hyped up about, look, and guess who the European man sent in? He sent in his goddamn women. Huh? Now, I keep telling y'all they run the mission. Y'all don't be overstanding. And they've been running that mission since what? Our mothers, grandmothers. They've been running the route for their man, nigga. Y'all niggas crazy. Impact. It can block empathy or support from others, even discourage asking for help when needed. So you in your own way, a lot of instances. Number 2, silencing or minimizing of their own pain. Why it happens, black women are taught to quote unquote be strong. Now who did that? Who and quote unquote push through, end quote, or quote not show weakness, end quote. I thought that was the men. I thought that was little boys and shit. I wasn't even aware that this was being taught. You hear me? So obviously that's being taught somewhere about somebody. Yeah. Now, yeah, ladies, y'all y'all know who it is because y'all the ones, getting it directly said to you. So, impact. This is the impact of this. This reinforces the belief, not knowing that they can handle anything, leading others to what? Overlook their struggles, including healthcare, relationships, and the workplace. Number 3 is choosing survival over vulnerability. Ooh, that's a brick and mortar bar for your ass. Choosing survival over vulnerability, ain't it? Some black women understandably or overstandably focus on survival. Working multiple jobs, raising children alone, or navigating racism. Now, the next one says, rather than prioritizing emotional safety or healthy boundaries. What is the impact of this? This survival mode may create environments, that means multiple environments, where exploitation or neglect feels normal. Isn't that something? Or even expected. Isn't that damn something? Especially when vulnerability is seen as a liability. Isn't that something? For perpetuating certain relationship dynamics, tolerating disrespect. Some women have stayed in or excused unhealthy relationships due to pressure to quote unquote keep the family together, end quote, or avoid being labeled quote unquote bitter or difficult, end quote. Overgiving. Oh man, many black women, it didn't say all, it said many black women overfunction in relationships, all right, communities and churches without receiving what? Equal protection or care in return. However, that's a choice, baby. You got to get your negotiation skills up, and you got to get your recognition skills up. You hear me? Because a lot of this sounds like a lot of choices that people are making over and over and over again. Is what I'm saying. Unless it's being forced upon you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay, number 5. Gatekeeping or judging or stereotyping other black women. There can sometimes be intergenerational or intra-community judgment, okay, or stereotypes where older, okay, you ready? Older women shame younger women for expressing pain, sexuality, or mental health struggles. Okay, this reinforces the idea that black women should quote unquote tough it out, contributing to isolation and lack of support. So this is what I was saying about the sister circle, baby. Y'all got a lot of tough issues to discuss amongst each other. That's why I keep saying the women need to get and air out the women shit. The men and the kings and the Nehrus, etc., need to, whatever we need to do, battle it out, whatever. And once we get to the smoke clearing, you hear me? Then we come back together with some solutions. All right? Because this freestyle shit and just figure it out as you go along hasn't been working. All right, conforming, number 6, conforming to harmful media tropes. It said some black women, moreover, like many people, in parentheses, but moreover, may engage in or promote music, fashion, or online content that perpetuates hypersexualization or emotional detachment, even if it's done for empowerment. So ladies, I be telling y'all, some of y'all gotta be careful with that, because some of y'all still be the undertones. Yeah. Or economic reasons, okay? How is this gonna impact, okay? Short term, mid term, or long term. This sometimes makes it easier, you ready? For society to objectify or dismiss black women's worth beyond aesthetics. Are you ready? Huh? So babies, my babies. Some black women, they said some, like many people, but we focused on the originals. Many engage in or promote music, fashion, or online content that perpetuate. So that's what I'm saying. If we gonna hold men accountable, the male rappers, baby, you gotta get on the women. You got to get on them. These young girls, these moms, or these women handlers that co-sign the 304 behavior and the goofy shit that y'all know that's going on. I don't even gotta go in. You know what I mean? And then look, it's crazy how everybody say, hold on. I got a little bit more minutes, y'all. Y'all relax. Don't let mommy have to get loud, please. I got a few more minutes. Gotta straighten the children out, y'all. Gotta straighten the children out. You know what I mean? You know, you gotta get this stuff in and do the parenting at the same goddamn time. All right, yeah, man. So, ladies, you know, that's why I was saying we gotta hold. Because if you want to call a lot of people ops, I mean, a lot of these girl rappers are ops, babe. They might not be ops as far as the traditional, you know, the traditional stool pigeon or rat, or like, you know what I'm saying? But they are ops as far as deteriorating the future quality of young girls or women, young youth, feminine energies that are coming up in the ranks. Do you understand? So you ladies, cause you come on now, Shimon. Y'all know Cosmic don't be playing with you now, cause you know who y'all. Y'all to be co-signing a lot of this behavior. You know, look, I'm gonna tell you, go to any homecoming weekend. Go to any college homecoming weekend. You gonna see women 40 and up, 50 and up. So I'm just saying now, you know, at the same time and same space, when we say we want equal and equal, we gotta take equal blame and accountability too. That's what I be saying. We aren't able to do this shit conveniently. You know what I mean? We gotta do the responsibility and accountability all the time when it presents itself. All right, in summary,
Black women, in trying to survive, uplift, and protect themselves and their families, have at times, okay, you ready? Embraced strength over vulnerability, okay? Eternalize harmful expectations, excuse moi, silence their pain, okay? Normalize self-sacrifice. Normalized self-sacrifice, huh? You ready? All right. These coping mechanisms, you hear that? These coping mechanisms, okay, born out of what? Necessity, can inadvertently contribute to the perception that black, copper tone, indigenous, the original women, don't need or deserve protection, when in reality they do, just like anyone else. So these are the determining factors, my babes. Okay? All right? Now, a lot of them, like they said, was intentionally or unintentionally. However, unless they were forced upon you, okay, or through moms or aunties or whatever have you, a lot of it was a choice. You know what I mean? Once you got to a certain phase, you get to a certain age and what they call age and stuff like that, numbers and stuff. We make our own, choices now. So I understand. A lot of us started off indoctrinated, and we started off, behind the 8 ball or whatever, so to speak. But yeah, let's see. Great. Let's see. Black women are actively reshaping the narrative of being quote-unquote unprotected by reclaiming power, softness, and community care. How black women are changing the unprotected quote-unquote narrative. Number 1, reclaiming vulnerability. This quote-unquote soft girl era. That doesn't mean manipulation, though. Use it to manipulate. See, this is where, you gotta check your sisters to do that shit. You hear me? Reclaiming vulnerability and softness. Black women are openly rejecting quote-unquote some. Now, you still have a lot holding on to that shit. So this is where that tug of war amongst the women got to start going on. It ain't, I say, a lot of this stuff, my babies, is eternally with the women amongst yourselves. You know what I mean? Yes, it was daddy, it was mama, cousin, uncles, the stepdaddy figures, whoever. I'm just saying. However, most of it started with the feminine handlers or feminine figures around. You see? So that's where it originated. I'm not talking about no one else was included in the shit. You hear me? Okay. So look, black women are openly rejecting the quote-unquote strong black women trope and choosing healing, softness, and rest. Movements like quote-unquote soft life culture, end quote, encourage black women to prioritize joy, peace, and protection over constant hustle or over functioning. Okay, so we got to do a show about that, my babies. How are y'all over functioning, aka or bka overcompensating, huh? In an unhealthy way, my babies. All right, therapy, emotional expression, and boundaries, healthy boundaries, are becoming normalized, especially among younger generations. Great job, younger babies. All right, 2, investing in mental health. Many are turning to therapy, life coaching, and emotional wellness spaces to unlearn trauma, navigate burnout, because a lot of women, that seems like a little argument amongst, the women, because some women say it ain't no such thing as burnout. So, that's some of y'all ladies got to work that out. You know what I mean? Now, navigate burnout and prioritize self-love, all right? Now, we're not saying be conceited or forget all your priorities or lose track of reality or use it as a crutch to leverage fuck shit. Okay, now black therapists and platforms like Therapy for Black Girls or helping um destigmatize. That's why I told y'all it's not judgment, but destigmatize mental health in the community. Number three, creating their own safe spaces from sister circles. That's what I was saying, right? The sister circle, right? And I say we got to clean it up. We got to clean it up. We got to have those tough conversations, with the matriarchs. That's what I'm saying. The younger babies and the ladies and etc. in the youth in the 20 to 35 ranges, 40s, y'all gotta talk to the old, the senior matriarchs, arcs. Y'all gotta have those tough talks and dialogues and shit. You hear me? I'm just saying that's the only way. You hear me? Because when a lot of women are getting to potential husbands or boyfriends or whatever y'all calling them nowadays, whatever, uh, you know, we're having to do that shit for a lot of times for y'all, assist in that. So it'd be great, if the feminine energies and the matriarchs and the women in charge and etc. The young women up coming up in the ranks. I need y'all to tighten it up. Examples, podcasts. Like Empress Star. Empress Star has an excellent podcast, Who You With Wednesdays. She had a great show this past Wednesday. And the last Wednesday with our special guest Nova, talking about navigating through trauma, past traumas and relationships, etc. Y'all need to check her out every Wednesday. Y'all need to subscribe to her channel, Empress Star. You figure deal me. You overstand me. Co-working spaces, beauty brands, and even farms designed specifically for Black women's healing and peace. Isn't that something? Farming to activate peace within our babies, our natural ladies, ain't it? 4, calling out disrespect publicly, all right? Whether it's in music, you hear that? You hear that right, ladies? So that means you got to stop. I know the beat be the shit. It don't be the problem with the beat. It's the words the motherfucker saying on the beat. A lot of instances, the beat be the shit. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I mean, I can attest and agree with that. You understand me? We make beats. You feel me? So I do understand that. However, that's what they say to what? That's the net to catch you. Entertain. What are they doing to enter you to attain you? Entertainment. Okay. So it says whether it's in music, it says calling out the disrespect publicly. Whether it's in music, media, or relationships, Black women are increasingly using their voices to call out injustice and mistreatment. They are also setting new standards in dating, friendship, and community, demanding mutual protection and respect, not just loyalty. 5, equal economic empowerment and legacy building. More Black women are becoming entrepreneurs, real estate investors, authors, and thought leaders. Financial literacy, group eco economics, and community funding like Black-owned banks and mutual aid are empowering women to control their resources and protect each other's financially. I mean, they said women. I don't know if it's Black women in particular, specifically, but they said women. So 6. So y'all will have to go check that out for yourself. But I'm pretty sure it is a lot of things that women can tap into as far as funding and things. You just got to really look into it. Okay, 6. Mothering the next generation differently. Number 6. This is probably the most vital thing of probably the whole presentation. Mothering the next generation differently. Instead of teaching girls only to quote unquote be strong, end quote, many mothers are now teach emotional expression in a productive way, financial interdependence, self-worth, and boundaries. This builds generational protection, not just generational strength. Good stuff. Number 7, collaborating with Black men and allies. All right. Some Black women are partnering with Black men. Isn't that something? Who are doing their own healing work. Isn't that something? Helping rebuild mutual trust, and support. That is something else. Ain't that something? Black women often, or copper tone, indigenous, etc., women often are also, my apologies, demanding that systems like churches, y'all need to get on. Yo, the church has been. I'm gonna stay on topic, but y'all know, Shimon, for generations now. Come on, 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 come on. It's been mentally fucking you. It could economically fucking you. It's been fucking you over. Shimon. It's been putting the image of what? Another man as your what? Higher motherfucking power. Ain't it? How you gonna respect the original when you goddamn bowing down to another that don't look like the original? All right, let's get it. All right, some black women are, oh yeah, okay. Some of it, like churches, schools, and movements, recognize and protect them without condition or explanation. Exception. Final thought. Black women are no longer waiting for society to protect them. They are protecting themselves, each other, while also demanding better. So that's why sometimes when I go on these shows, women be like, black women aren't something. I'm like, what? They must not be. They don't know how to save access to the same stuff. That's all it is. They don't have the same data. Okay. While also doing that, okay, this shift is breaking cycles. Not falling into cycles or continuing the cycles. This shift is breaking cycles and laying the foundation for a more healed, balanced, and respected future. Isn't that something? Last thing, and I think we out. The quote-unquote unprotected, end quote, black woman mentality rooted in strength, self-resilience, and survival, okay, has had both empowering and limiting effects on black women economically, okay? Here's a deep breakdown. See, that's what I'm saying. We not gonna do what you think. I don't give a fuck about your beliefs or opinions. Bring me scholarship. Bring me some accurate research. And if it's not that, this is for the men, the women, men, the men, women, the hermaphrodites. I don't care what you are, all right? I need you to bring me the scholarship and the accuracy. If you're not doing that, we ain't got shit to talk about. All right. Has had both on. Okay, here's a deep breakdown on how this mindset has impacted their financial lives, both positively and negatively. Negative economic effects. Overworking without reward. Many black women are taught to, quote unquote, work twice as hard, end quote, often taking on multiple jobs or side hustles out of necessity or cultural pride. Remember when Cosmo was talking about toxic pride? See, that's that toxic pride shit I be talking about. But we'll get on the show about that. This can lead to what? Burnout. So I need y'all to come to an overall consensus, my babies. Do black women suffer from burnout in different facets or no? Because, it's not a clear consensus. Some of y'all are saying, nah, I got it. And a lot of y'all saying, my nigga, nah, I'm tapping out. So, yeah. And some of y'all say, I've been tapped out. Okay, this can lead to what? Burnout and little time for what? Wealth building strategies. This can lead to what? This can lead to what? Huh? You ain't got time to goddamn build no wealth in the strategies, baby. It says like what? Investing, saving, or networking. That means when you get into the big mama syndrome, yeah, you throw your life away because you're what? You're one fucking sided. See, you don't understand. When you too alpha and you're too masculine, that means you're what? You're imbalanced, my nigga. That means you're one-sided, my niggas. Huh? Let's go with it. It says, quote unquote, strong doesn't always mean sustainable. Number 2, undervaluing rest or recharging and boundaries. Undervaluing rest or recharge and or boundaries. Saying, quote unquote, yes to everything. Being a go-to person or carrying everyone financially can prevent what? Wealth accumulation. Matriculation. Ain't it, mate? Many black women give more than they receive, man, in families, especially the what? Churches. I keep telling y'all about the nigga pimping you, and that's what you what? That's what your men been saying. You more cooperative, or the word you don't like, submissive to your supervisors, your pastors, Sky Daddy, the higher power, all of these, everybody else, your male homeboy friends, all that shit. What is it? The work husbands, all that shit. You hear me? Churches, jobs with little return or appreciation. Result: emotional labor without financial compensation. Low support in business ventures. Entrepreneurship is rising. However, many black women start businesses without access to capital. Why is that though? I thought the women was getting to the bag. Oh, that means you not investing in each other. Oh. Hold on, wait. I'm see, Rain just be Cosmic be slow. My bad, y'all know me as Cosmic. Cosmic be slow. I be slow because I think I be slow sometimes. So if women get into the bag, right, and you got the degrees, right? So why do you not have access to capital? It's a lot of women that work at banks and credit unions that's melanated and black. I don't understand why you don't have access to the capital. It's a lot of moms and aunties and they got super bags. They've been having bags since the 80s. Huh? Yeah. Don't just look at the men to support your stuff. What about the women? Who kicking? Who investing? Huh? It says, without access to capital, mentorship, or structural support, like etiquette training. Salute to the lady. I gotta get the lady I did. Her name it runs away from my mental at the moment. But I did an etiquette training class session on this channel. Go check that out. Maybe a few days ago. The quote unquote do it all on your own end quote mindset can limit partnership. So when you got these women out here single, what type of mindset they ass got? What type of talking points are you telling men? Because that can do what? Limit partnership, funding opportunities, or delegation. All key to scaling wealth. Hold on, let's go back. All key to what? It's all key to what? Huh? That's why when I be saying, are you practicing wealth building skills? Do you have what it takes to activate the wealth building skills? All of that, it says, your mindset, that do it all you're on your own, quote unquote mindset, it limits what? Partnerships in business, partnerships in intimacy, whatever have you, funding opportunities, and delegation, which means all man 50-50 or somebody else what? Lightening your load. Isn't that something? Isn't that damn something? Some women will fight your ass to the last morsel of the saber-tooth chicken wing. Huh? I know that's crazy sounding, but hey, why not? We had to go all the way out there like that because that's how much they will fight your ass to the pterodactyl kitty little chicken wing or chicken fingers. Real shit. Number 4, delayed or limited investing. With high levels of financial responsibility, family, children, elder care, many black women focus on survival income rather than long-term wealth strategies. Huh? Stocks, real estate, retirement funds. Trust in financial institutions may also be low due to systemic racism, reducing engagement with wealth building tools. 5, relationship economics. In some cases, choosing partners. Here we go. Are you ready? In some cases, choosing partners or environments that lack mutual protection or support has left many black women financially vulnerable. Single motherhood, divorce, lack of dual income homes. And y'all will fight me to the last drop against polygyny when you got 2 people to help you instead of 1. But y'all ain't gonna think like that because you just too indoctrinated. Because you just don't need no help. You got these syndromes that we reading about right now. See, you aren't able to operate logically at all when you in survival fucking mode. So you gonna be making dumbass dating decisions. You gonna be making dumbass financial decisions. You just are. Many carry the weight of an entire household or extended family without a safety net. Positive economic outcomes. Despite the odds, black women lead in entrepreneurship. So that's why I don't understand how they don't have capital. That's what I'm saying. It seems like it's counterproductive or contradicting statements being made. But okay, despite obstacles, black women are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs in the US. Isn't that something? The mental reality of quote unquote, I'll do it myself, in quote, fuels innovation, side hustles, and brand building. However, often without the capital support others receive. 2, self-education and or knowledge and financial literacy movements. Black women are teaching themselves and others about money, budgeting, credit repair, investing, and real estate. Influencers, authors, platforms like Clio, Her Agenda, and Girl Trek have helped create communities of financial empowerment. Number 3, breaking generational cycles. Black women are increasingly focused on legacy wealth, buying homes, writing wills, teaching children financial literacy. They are modeling a shift from survival mode, quote unquote, to wealth consciousness. Isn't that something? Even if starting from behind. So just get started. Doesn't fucking matter. Number 4, economic resilience. The very strength that has caused some strain has also made many black women economically adaptable and resourceful, creating businesses from nothing, raising children with minimal resources and thriving in hostile workplaces. So this is what I'm saying. Then why don't the women have the capital? Why aren't the young youth girls, why don't they have the capital? If the women get into the bag, can somebody give me an answer? Somebody, I know you ghost watching. Okay, mentality impact. Strength, because if the auntie, we're not just talking about the mothers of today, we're talking about the aunties, mama, grandmother, you know, the ones that had they got old money, you know, the money with the small faces and shit, you know. In summary, mentality impact, strength over support, economic consequences, strength over support, economic consequences, burnout, limited delegation, always giving. What is the economic consequences? Emotional and financial depletion. Doing it alone. What is the consequences economically? Less access to capital or resources. That's why when they be like, oh, I don't want to do politics. Oh, retardation. Prioritizing family over self. Delayed personal wealth building. Let's see. Survivor mindset. Resilience, however, not always prosperity. What's shifting? Black women are embracing rest, therapy, collaboration, and legacy planning more than ever. They're also demanding that others, partners, employers, institutions, invest in their protection, not just applaud their strengths. Okay, this is the last thing and we out. The mentality of the unprotected black woman. Let's see. Does it just affect individual black women? See, that's what we be talking about, ladies. We not just talking, because a lot of women, that's why I troll y'all ass on my Facebook page, because a lot of y'all relate everything to your small ass world. A lot of people do that. It's like you don't have a broader perspective or spectrum outside of your small ass shit. So anyway, it has ripple effects on the black communities or indigenous communities' overall economic stability. Isn't that damn something? So all of that hyper masculine alpha woman bullshit, it does what? It has a ripple effect that affects the community overall economic stability, growth, and wealth building potential. So it's not just affecting your ass in relationship with the marriage and shit. It's affecting us, goddamn it, overall women, goddamn it. That's what the fuck we did. Yo, bring it back, Cosmic. Because I'm telling you, if they smarter than us, they should realize this, Cosmic. Because the men have been hearing, y'all are smarter than us. So why haven't y'all realized this yet? I don't understand. Please. Cosmic is a man. He doesn't know because y'all smarter than us. So please tell me the answer. Overburdened. Number one, overburdened women, underpowered families. Look, watch this. Overburdened women equal underpowered families. Let's go back again. Because they ain't comprehending what the fuck be said to they dumbasses. A lot of them. It says overburdened women. So you was the love to take on goddamn it everything. It equals to what? Underpowered families and structures. When black women are expected to carry most of the financial and emotional weight, which a lot of them take pride in doing, it creates imbalanced house. What does it create, Esposa? What does it create? Imbalanced households. It says overburdened women equal underpowered families. Do you hear that? And then you wonder why the men is talking to the women so much, because y'all brag on being the creators of the realm. Y'all created us. You. Okay then, goddamn it, let's make this shit correct then. If you the all goddamn creator, then what's the problem? If you gonna brag about all that shit, then guess what you about to do? You about to take responsibility and accountability for getting this shit corrected. This can lead to what? Burnout or health issues, which cost money. Less time for investing, parenting, or business building. fewer dual income homes, which are a major wealth building engine in other communities. But you will have these black women that will fight you to the death because poly ain't in their indoctrinated teachings. And like I said, you got two people to empower you instead of one, and y'all saying, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. You gotta love how a lot of people think, man. You gotta love this shit. You really do. Result: one person doing the job of many weakens household economic strength. 2, cycles of financial dependency. If black women are constantly, quote unquote, saving others, partners, families, or children, your children too, because y'all don't like when we bring up them. You can't stand when I bring the children up and you act like they excluded. I tell you, fuck ass niggas, everybody get it, but y'all don't want that yet, but you gonna get it either way, so you may as well accept it. And you may as well bask in it, goddammit, because everybody gonna get it. Y'all think somebody off limits because they're a damn child or they're an elder or they 99 years old, so they off limits. Ain't nobody off limits, bitch. Nobody. Now, if black women are constantly saving others, partners, family, or children without reciprocal support, this can enable a cycle of dependency. Others in the community may rely on their labor instead of building their own economic foundation. Others in the community may rely on their labor instead of building their own economic foundation. Which means you 9-to-5 chicks that take pride in working for somebody else and building somebody else's business up, bitch. Huh? Yeah, that's what the comments got them to talk about. This is what talk about. This is what talk about. Sick of y'all simple-minded ass niggas. That's why I say all this shit is obsolete. Fuck a reparations, nigga, when you can empower each other. But y'all still want to still be, well, we would do with the reparations. The whipper. Woo! Ooh! Nobody's going to empower your stupid ass but you. Us. Them, they, those. This shit crazy, man. Slowing collective wealth. Too many givers, not enough builders. What it say? Too many givers, not enough what? Y'all ain't even ready for these brick and mortar balls, my nigga. Y'all don't even deserve this type of presentation. Real shit. You don't. Because half of y'all don't share it, you don't support, you don't donate to this shit. You hear me? So I don't even know why I'm even taking the time and space to even do this shit some days. It says delayed wealth. 3, delayed wealth transfer, which means that generational wealth bullshit that y'all talking about is not transferring to the other generation. You just saying that. And legacy building. When black women are stuck in survival mode. Esposa, you have to do a show about survival mode, part 1 and 2. It says when black women are stuck in survival mode, there's what? There's what, Esposa? What does it say? Less time, energy, or education, knowledge around. When you in survival mode, what does it affect? Because you saying it don't affect shit. But what does it affect? Okay. It says it affects investing, wills and estate planning, real estate, business succession. This impacts what? Intergenerational wealth transfer, which is already fragile in the black community. So that's why I be saying about a lot. I know black women that you're dedicated, man. You dedicated to multiple institutions, financially empowering that shit. church, nigga, your jobs, nigga. Man, a lot of y'all empower celebrity. Yo, fam, I'm not even about to go in. Cause this shit, whew, this is enough to irritate you. And I know y'all got all the patience in the world and calm in the galaxy, but this shit irritates me. Well, look, watch this. Take this, stuff this in your pipe and smoke it. It said wealth dies without the generation. Wealth dies with the generation instead of growing over time. Wealth dies with the generation instead of growing over time. So y'all matriarch women, moms, and all y'all older women, you should be positioning entrepreneurship and empowerment of your daughters, your nieces, and shit like that. And if you aren't, you are part of the fucking problem. You are part of the generational curse. See, that's why I say, a lot of y'all be saying these phrases, but a lot of y'all contribute to the phrases that you're saying. Huh? Y'all will say generational curses, but a lot of y'all practice shit that contribute to the generational curse. A lot of y'all co-sign shit that is going to what? Contribute to the generational goddamn curse. And so, if you co-sign that hypersexual music, I don't want to hear no bullshit, amongst other stuff. So, number 4, undervalued labor equals economic leakage. Undervalued labor equals economic leakage. Much of the emotional labor, childcare, and community organizing Black women do goes unpaid or underpaid. Now, who fucking fault is that? Because they be pimping a lot of them church women, especially. You doing it for the Lord, man. Tell that motherfucking nigga to pay you, man. Tell pastor that's probably living better than your fuck ass to pay you. That's what I keep talking about. Yeah, you could be a humanitarian or whatever. I understand it, but that's when you have a bounty or plentiful enough of a successful harvest for you to have extras to be able to facilitate giving some shit away. Whether it's your product, time, service, expertise, intellectual property, your attention, huh? Because that's a motherfucking asset, ain't it? Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep flowing. Cause the motherfucking mind you feed is what the fuck I told your ass you need to motherfucking be. But you gonna figure it out. Okay, it's underpaid or unpaid, ain't it, man? Okay, this means what? Millions. Listen. That means millions of dollars. Millions of dollars in invisible labor. Did you hear that, Esposa? Millions of dollars in invisible labor that benefits what? Others. See, they don't think they not hearing it. They're not hearing it. This is what Dr. Claude Anderson talk about empoweronomics as an economic leak. This is what it fucking means, man. Y'all got to level up y'all brain capacity, man. We got to level up. We have to. Like now. This means millions of dollars. So that means the women that you getting your degree to go be a teacher in the system instead of starting your own homeschool systems or homeschool co-ops. Y'all women that getting your medical certifications instead of getting your holistic certification so you can actually do some healing and not treating the problem. I mean, let me not get off topic, man. This shit fucking insane, man. This means millions of dollars in invisible labor that benefits others, in parentheses, churches, schools, movements, your job, but doesn't circulate back into the women that or their families. So when we talk this group economic shit, how vital are black women in spending habits, the influence of spending? Because a lot of these gump ass dudes do all that overcompensation materialistic shit to do what? Impress you women. Now say Cosmic lying. Say Cosmic lying. Women do the material shit to impress other women. Men do it to impress the women. Okay, Cosmic be bugging. Cosmic don't know what the fuck he talking about. The community benefits from black women, but doesn't always invest in them. Isn't this some shit? Limited cooperative economics. The hyper-independence mentality. The hyper-independence mentality, born from necessity, can limit trust and collaboration. Other groups often, which means Hispanic women, European, them other type of groups, often build wealth through what? Family businesses. That's the number one thing they say. So that means when you go on to work hard for somebody else, I already told y'all that is somebody else's family business. I don't understand why that ain't a simple ass concept for you to grasp. I don't get it. Then you're waiting, because my brother had to try to argue me down. Then you're waiting for a retirement check handout. So you went to him for a job asking, right, or begging, because some be doing both. Okay, so either way, it's still begging, a form of begging. Okay, so then you overwork, you overcompensate, you overdo it, right? Most instances, huh? And then you underpaid, okay? And then let's get the ones with the degrees and all the shit. You still paid less than goddamn European daddy, honey, baby, and European mama. What is it good for, man? I just need to know, what is the strategy? Somebody please explain the strategy to me. And baby, didn't I ask that question the other day? How has the degrees helped overall? And it's crickets. It's crickets in the comments. It's crickets, cause they don't even know. That's some sad shit. When you just doing shit, you don't even know why you really doing it. You don't have no rhyme or reason to why you doing it. Other groups often build wealth through what? Family businesses, not job businesses, not church businesses. Joint property investment clubs. That means a group of women get together and invest in each other. But black communities struggle with this due to what? Mistrust, gender tensions, lack of time or energy to coordinate. See, this is why we gotta look at this shit of why black people overall, why the fuck we behind. Because y'all are dedicated to shit that empowers others, dummy. I gotta say you're dumb because you've been doing it too fucking long. So at some juncture, when does stupidity kick in? I'm just asking. When are you dumb? When it goes past 1 year? When it goes past a decade? When it goes past a century? At what point is it stupidity? I'm just asking. Okay. So it says economic silos instead of cooperative systems. But there are also positive effects. You ready? Because y'all love the positive so much. Y'all don't want to hear the shit that's going on. Black women own businesses, uplift neighborhoods, create jobs, and inject life into under-resourced communities. They often hire other black people and support community causes. 2, cultural and educational investments or knowledge investments. Black women often invest in their children's education and on knowledge, cultural growth, and community safety even when under pressure. This sustains important cultural and moral capital in Black communities. 3, modeling financial responsibility. Black women model budgeting, credit repair, and financial discipline, which sets a foundation for smarter future generations. So, but some of them aren't, because some of them talking about they need to be taking on $300 dates and all of this other stupid bullshit. So I don't know. A lot of them basing it off of the criteria over how much money you can spend, not how much money you stacking. Or maybe Cosmic is off there too. Most women out this motherfucker, regardless of whether they got the bag or not, my nigga, base it off of how much money you blowing, not how much money you are stacking. They don't base it off how much money you investing. Anyway, all right. Big picture summary: mentality, consequence. All right. Quote unquote, do it all alone mindset. Economic impact on community. This is telling you how it's fucking you up economically, my nigga, my niggas. This is why you need Cosmic Mind UV to come through, to merge through all that rhetoric bullshit y'all be tuning into. It says do it all alone mindset. It says economic impact on the community, less collaboration, fewer joint ventures. Okay. Financial overextension. It says economic impact, slower wealth building, poor retirement planning. It says invisible labor. I got to do a whole show on Black women's invisible labor to other motherfuckers, man. And how you empower. Oh my Rob, bro. We not even gonna get on the beauty industry. We not even gonna get on the Chinese and the chinky eyes, fam. And the Pakistanis with the weave, man. They don't want to hear it though, bro. Cause you're saucy or you're suspect, bro. Cause you talk about women, bro. Just leave them alone, bro. Invisible labor. Economic impact. It says economic contributions go unrecognized or uncompensated. Lack of support. Economic impact. Businesses and families remain fragile. High resilience. Economic impact. Strong backbone but vulnerable foundation. Ain't that some shit? They the backbone of the family, but guess what? Vulnerable foundation. Oops. You the what? The strong backbone of the family, but how strong is that foundation though? What's the way forward? Shift from quote unquote individual survival, ladies, end quote, to collective thriving. End quote. Encourage economic partnership between Black men and women, rooted in mutual, hear the word mutual, not one person. And y'all keep doing that Eurocentric white daddy provider shit when we see they both help each other. I don't know why y'all still mutual protection, not exploitation. And the crazy part about it, Exposa, you know how you can tell these other groups support each other? Because they get paid more than the melanin woman. Oops. But we arguing about shit motherfuckers go half or not. This shit is, you see how retarded that shit is? Oh man, exhaustion. The exhaustion. Just exhaustion. Phew. They don't see the benefits of poly, baby. Having 3 people together instead of 1, 3 amounts of resources, 3 incomes, 3 great creative brains, and all that. They just worry about fucking, mama. Oh man. Support Black women. not just as workers or leaders, but as people worthy of investment, rest, and wealth. But they have to want it themselves, man. You will not fathom how many melanin, indigenous, copper, black women will fight you to the death. My earth mama is one of them. You tell them, mama, go sit down for a little while, baby. We got it. No, I got it. You know, they not gonna do it. That's that toxic pride I be talking about. The narrative, quote unquote, the strong black women, or strong but unprotected, or however protected unprotected black woman, wasn't created by black women. It was imposed and shaped over time through a mix of. See, this is why I be saying, when women be like, where era, what black men or what black group of men, I just be wanting to know, was oppression with. I just want to know. I'm not talking about them niggas in religion and all that. I'm talking about the ones that's awakened. See, yeah, if they indoctrinated, of course they going to oppress you because they indoctrinated. You get it? Okay. It says, number one, white supremacy. White supremacist structures, colonialism, and slavery. During slavery, black women were stripped of femininity, protection, and womanhood. They were forced to work in the fields like men. Why you think you want to be a man so fucking bad? Y'all talk about epigenetics. Okay, let's talk about epigenetics then. Huh? Y'all ain't, these niggas they ain't ready for this shit. I already told them the epigenetics of Sarah Barton, why these women are so fascinated with a fat ass. Cause that's your motherfucking cosmic mother, nigga. That a lot of y'all don't hold in high reference. Hot and tot. Y'all like to be called tots and all that shit. You don't even know the original what the goddamn shit come from, do you? Huh? Boy, when you unaware, motherfuckers is gonna use your shit against you, man. To benefit them, I'ma tell you. God damn. They were forced to work in the fields with men, sexually exploited without consequence, and denied the softness or status white women receive. So who is you really mad at, man? And so when you want to get up under these motherfuckers so bad, you want to just include them in everything so bad, I wonder why. They just, everybody get along, everybody love, oh yeah, everybody invite them, yeah. This laid the foundation for the quote-unquote Jezebel stereotype. I told y'all I did a show called The Whore versus the Jezebel. Y'all need to check that show out. Hypersexual, promiscuous, deserving of abuse. Huh? The mammy stereotype, quote-unquote. Nurturing, asexual, built to serve and endure. The angry black woman, end quote. Quote unquote, my mother used it, my earth mother used it, sapphire. She a real sapphire. Yeah, that's one of her words. Loud, aggressive, combative, and emasculating. Like I said on the live I was on with Smuggy the other night. Don't tell you, bro. I do this. Huh? Ain't nobody new to this but you. Ain't nobody new to this but you. I'm not. He don't know me. I ain't gotta know you to peep your energy, shorty. Huh? I don't gotta know you to see that you can battle. I don't gotta know you for that. Ha! These roles were crafted by what? Hold on. I'm gonna make sure I say this real clear and slow, cause see, I know y'all don't be comprehending real clear when Cosmic say shit. Okay, so you ready? These roles were crafted by what? White. Let me say it slower again. Let me say it slower one more time. White.
Who was it? Who was it, Esposa?
No. These roles were crafted by white society to justify what? Abuse and maintain control. And why do they want to do it? Because they can maintain control legally, economically, and socially. Huh? Who really controlling you? Number two, the U.S. government. They ain't with the black men yet. Ain't this some shit? Ain't this some damn shit? Who is really your pimp, nigga? I told you, I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm that nigga in the alley, man. I'm your brother, can't you see your main boy? You agree, I'm your pusher, nigga. Number two, the U.S. government and legal system. Black women were excluded from protection under law for centuries. Man, that shit. And these niggas is still voting, right? These the same motherfuckers still think this shit is gonna help them out. These the same motherfuckers that do this same dumb ass shit every year. Because they said, and the reason they got them last time is because it was what? They thought it was a black woman. And they did it to a fucking head. They did it right in our face. I mean, they did it so in your face. This example that I'm talking about, in this whole presentation. And guess what? That quote unquote, the whatever color or whatever you think she is, black woman. Guess the type of husband she got. Guess the route she ran. She ran that route for European daddy, didn't she? God damn. Her husband did what? He stayed out of the spotlight. Yeah, he played his role, yeah, man. Because I already know I'm sending you on a mission. What I need to be out there for? Why am I going to sabotage the mission? Why would I undermine the mission? No legal protection from rape or abuse during slavery or Jim Crow. Deny access to public assistance unless they were single and head of household. Welfare rules. Who did they get to enforce them rules? The women. Their women ran the route. Damn these shorties, man. Go look up Margaret Sanger, nigga. Man, when I be saying their women be running the routes for they men, and y'all ain't gonna overstand till you overstand. Family separation policies discourage nuclear family formation. These conditions created an image of black women as quote unquote on their own, end quote, and needing to be everything to everyone. Ain't that some shit right there? 3, internalization within the black community. Black men under systemic attack themselves, because we forget about that. But no. Fellas, y'all ain't under attack. You ain't under attack, Mike. You know what I mean? Often adopted patriarchal or survivalist roles that didn't protect or elevate black women. And a lot of y'all women be wanting men like that. So you don't want the ones that's awakened. You want them indoctrinated type dudes. A lot of y'all. Okay. Black women in turn took on double burdens to survive, leading to the quote unquote superwoman, end quote, role. Over time, this got normalized in families, churches, and communities' culture. Number 4, media. they ain't said black men did it to you yet. So I don't even know why we be arguing amongst each other. Like we directing our anger towards each other, and it should be towards other motherfuckers. Number 4, media and pop culture. Hollywood, Tyler Perry also. Please, ladies, please, my babies. Oh, honey. Please boycott that fuck ass nigga. I don't care if he's black or not, or copper tone or not. You are co-signing a man in a dress, my babe. What is that telling your young males, man? And then you will be the same women saying men are weak. But you will co-sign and binge watch Tyler Perry shit, who got his fucking riches off of what? Emasculating himself as a man. Okay, fuck it. It don't matter. It says reinforce carry captions. The quote unquote strong black women, end quote, who needs no help. This is what Hollywood reinforces. And Tyler Perry. I'm gonna keep saying that motherfucker right there. And that motherfucker right there. Huh? He got a new show called Divorced Ladies or some dumbass shit with 5 black women that's divorced. And y'all, and I have to say y'all because it's not a certain specific number. It's not a certain specific group. I just know a lot of black women gonna watch it. That's all I do know. That's for certain. It says ride or die chick, quote unquote, who sacrifices everything. It says quote unquote baby mama trope. These narratives profited off black women's pain. How much money did people get off of your pain, babe? Damn. Resilience. How much money they make off them pumping up your resilience, hyping you up off that shit? And sexuality. How much money they making off that shit nowadays? Huh? And I know there's women out here right now saying, I'm making a bag off of Pornhub or whatever the shit, OnlyFans or whatever the shit is. Man, goddamn. While never fully humanizing them. Summary. Who created the narrative? Group. White colonialists / slaveholders. Contribution to the narrative. Stripped protection, created stereotypes. U.S. legal system contributed to what narrative? Denied legal / family protections. Media and pop culture contributed how? Reinforce harmful images. Men in and out of the community. Contribute sometimes failed to uplift or protect. See, and that could be skewed because I say it again, a lot of women, unfortunately black women, are going against the protection, man, because they don't like words like submissive or cooperation, or they're just so word sensitive and shit, you know. And they look at it as being what we say earlier. They look at being the softer side of feminine as a liability. They look at that shit as weak. When really, you're supposed to be a version of divine weakness. You hear me? That's how you become the masculine's divine weakness in so many senses. Do you understand? Okay. Black community, unintentionally, parentheses. It says contributed to normalized over-functioning and emotional silence for survival. Key point, and we're done for the day. This was a solid show. I'm gonna do a live. I'm gonna rest my throat chakra, and I'm gonna do a live after this, and I'm gonna do it with these talking points so we won't have to, go into the lot of Reddit and shit. Key point. Black women didn't create this narrative. They inherited it. So it's so many revolutionary brothers that's been saying that to you. That's why it's fucking frustrating. And like I said again, if you're supposed to be smarter than us, you should have realized this by now. Do you know how much of a slap in the face that is for somebody to say for centuries somebody's smarter than you, but motherfuckers aren't displaying that shit when it's needed the most? Black women didn't create this narrative. They inherited it, survived it, and many are actively working to dismantle it. It's just not enough. All right, I hope this show, Black Women Unprotected, I hope this really shedded some new perspectives, man. So when we get into these 50-50 arguments, or why poly or polygyny, or single black women, or single black moms, or 50, 100, should you be courting, dating, all this other stuff, alpha black women, alpha women, all of this stuff that we be talking about. Hopefully this gave a little clarity of why, if it's you, why you are the way you are, why them, they, those are the way they are. And guess what? Cosmic Mind UV.